What it do, world? It's your boy Keydre P with Get Hip TV. You already know what it is, man. Your number one source for the latest news and mainstream and underground hip hop culture. Today we got the hot seat edition of Red Shirt Religious, basically where I discuss topics that y'all can debate on openly. And today I came up with who was the better number one for the Orlando Magic. Was it Penny Hardaway? Or was it Tracy McGrady? Of course, me being from Memphis, me being such a pro-Memphian, I got a lot of love for Penny Hardaway. But, of course, everybody else outside of Memphis grew love for him as to what he can do on the Orlando Magic roster. How he played with Shaq, how he was able to take over the league with his little penny commercials, his crazy play, his passing ability, his all-around game, how it was just so natural to him. And how he used to give dudes like Jordan fits, how it was just very difficult to stop him. Then on the other hand, you got Tracy McGrady. When he came from Toronto to Orlando, man, he just turned into a completely different player. Like, dude came from like a promising young dude with potential into basically what people thought he could be, but they didn't expect him to be that good, where he just turned into a scoring machine who can do a little bit of everything himself. His scoring ability was just so amazing. It was just able to take your eyes off of the other things, along with his athleticism. So we're going to get started with Penny. Penny played for Orlando from 1993 to 99. During his tenure with the Magic, he averaged 19 points, 6.3 assists, and 4.7 rebounds. All-rookie first team, 4-time All-Star, 2-time All-NBA first team, and 1-time All-NBA third team. And not only that, he's the first and part of only 2 NBA players to shoot 50% from the field, 40% from the three, and 90% from the free throw line in NBA Finals history, along with Kevin Durant. Which comes to me as Penny was like a once-in-a-generation type of player when he was in Orlando. His passing ability was off the charts. It was like on the level of Magic Johnson, like stuff you see LeBron do today. It's amazing, but Penny made it look, Penny made it look like, okay, I do that all the time. It was just his playmaking ability, the way he was able to make teammates better. It was just, like I said, it was just really second nature to him. That's all he knew. And, he helped take the Magic to heights that they never reach, because then they were a new franchise, and they didn't think that they would have that type of success that soon with those 2 leading the way. So Penny, of course his career was cut short by injuries, but his run with the Orlando Magic, it made you think what he could have been, which always kills us Memphians. He could have did a lot more if it wasn't cut short for injuries. He most definitely made a huge mark on the franchise, a huge mark on the league. I'm pretty sure he was in a lot of people's top 5, top 10. And, with T-Mac, I was able to watch more T-Mac because I was able to understand the game more as I was older. Because his era, you had the Kobe's, the Shaqs, the Tim Duncans, the Allen Iversons, and, so on and so forth. And, he didn't have much help. Like, you look at the team he had, he played like a couple seasons with an injured. Like, I don't think he got to really do anything with Grant Hill due to Grant Hill's injury history. So he didn't get to have much success as far as talking about the playoffs is concerned. But during his time with Orlando, he was a hell of a player. Like, from He played for him from 2000 to 2004. During that time, he averaged 28.1 points a game, 5.2 assists and 7 rebounds. 4-time All-Star, 2-time All-NBA first team, 2-time All-NBA second team, most improved player, 2-time scoring champ. It's like he took the league by storm once he came to Orlando. Like, during that time, it was really a debate on who was the best between him and Kobe. Like, seriously. Like, like later on in their career, of course, when T-Mac starting to get a little injury prone, it was Kobe. And then once Kobe started winning and all, once Kobe started adding more of just the killer instinct reputation, the early on success from Shaq with his championship resume, it was just harder for T-Mac to climb in those ranks due to him being injured as well. But during his 4 seasons with the Orlando Magic, he was bar none a top 5 player. In my opinion, he was really like top 3, because it was like, how can you not put him in your top 5 during that time? I mean, like I said, the guy was averaging 26, 25, 32, 28 in each different seasons he was with him. So it's just kind of hard for me to be like, even though Penny took him further and he played more seasons, it's just T-Mac 4 seasons, those 4 seasons just stand out so much. So it's kind of hard for me to put one over the other, because if you just look at it by the numbers, you would instantly say, oh yeah, it's most definitely T-Mac. But the line is so much thinner than you think because of Penny's impact on the franchise and how his unselfishness was able to rub off on teammates, how he made just everybody better. And to his advantage, he did play with Shaq. T-Mac didn't have that good of a teammate with him, period, through his whole 4 seasons with Orlando. But T-Mac, like I said, T-Mac had a better career stat-wise. I think just more of the team success. Of course, Penny had it, but Penny was also electrifying in his prime with the Orlando Magic. So it's all, and plus, and that was the era when Jordan was taking over. But there was also an era where Penny let his presence be known and went up against Jordan and did the best against, Hall of Famers, against the best of them. He performed. So it's kind of hard to put one over the other. I watch more T-Mac, so it's kind of hard for me to put him over T-Mac as to what I seen T-Mac do while he was in a Magic uniform. But it's also hard for me to be like, okay, got to put him over Penny as to what he's caused. But y'all let me know what y'all think. This is a very hard debate, but if I did have to choose the better player as far as just being that guy, I got to go with T-Mac by a little bit, just based off what he was able to do by himself, how he was able to take the league by storm. But, get in the comment box. Let me know what you think. Get at me about that. Of course, subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Twitter at GetHipTV_. Follow us on Instagram at GetHipTV. Follow me. Follow my co-host. Follow my big bro. I'm out. Get hip.